Da, da,
Well, hello, welcome back. This is weird. It's weird that it's flipped, but hope you guys are all doing well. I know that we've missed, what is it, last 2 weeks?
probably 2
Hold
weeks.
on, let's bring this closer.
The last one we did was when the Bears were playing. There's another really shitty team, the Redskins
Oh, yeah.
or Commanders.
Yeah, sorry. But Bears have looked pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it's dive right in.
So, Bears are
Justin Field is not playing like absolute shit anymore.
Yeah, and you saw the Claypool trade.
Yeah, wait, the Claypool trade.
Yeah, Bears trade for Claypool.
No,
Yeah.
who
so,
did it?
you know how we traded Roquan yesterday?
Yeah.
So that pick is now just going to that.
Wow.
We're getting Claypool.
There you go.
Wide receivers are hard to come by. So,
Yeah, for sure.
um,
And they won't have a quarterback for years to come. So
No,
he
yeah.
would have been wasted there.
exactly.
And he's probably gonna be wasted on the Bears.
No. No, hopefully not. But I'll have to say, yeah, it's been crazy. So for all you listeners out there, thank you for joining. I know
Hopefully somebody listens to this.
yeah, last time I think we had 6 views.
Nice. So we're diminishing.
Well, we've gone up and down. So I think
We just gotta give people a reason to tune in.
So the reason to tune in today is
I'll take off an article of clothing each week.
wow. All right. So the stage has been set. So it's only gonna get friskier.
Yeah, tune in.
Yeah. So get excited, everyone. So today, Travis and I we planned some fun segments. So the first segment, do you want to get to them?
Yeah, we planned fun segments literally 10 seconds ago. Well, he just went through the first segment, which is welcome back, everybody.
Welcome was the first segment.
Next segment, which we already kind of are diving into, the trade deadline,
Oh my gosh.
both in real life and in our league.
Yes, many things are going on. Actually, I don't think there are any trades in our league, but okay, go on.
Yeah, there's been very few, and I feel like anytime there are, people are like, "Oh, collusion."
Persecute them.
Yeah.
Persecute them. That's the goal, which I appreciate.
Oh my god!
Wow, look at those birds.
A lot of birds flying around.
Sorry, guys. So then the third segment are just reviewing the standings,
Mhm.
how things are looking. I know our division, the group of death is getting deadlier and deadlier. It's terrifying.
It's so funny you say that.
But have you seen the standings? That's why we're gonna review them. And then the next one.
But I also just beat the shit out of Luke Benda, who's in the group of death.
Wow, shots fired. You know, my team had an off week, so I'll take the L there. But then we got looking at some matchups for next week and then wrapping up with beef and babe. So do we have any objective for well, let's talk about beef and babe. What is beef and babe for the people?
That's just your highs and lows of the week. Who's your beef of the week, and what's your babe of the week?
That's a good word. So but before we jump in, what's our timelines? How fast are we going through this? Is this a 10-minute? Is this a 20-minute?
I mean, I feel like we always go in with like, oh, it's gonna be 5-10 minutes. We go on for 30, 40. So
Yeah.
we'll just see where it takes us. I'll try not to just drone on.
All right, see you.
Which also, ironically enough, Luke's daddy and
Daddy.
I being Luke's daddy, just waited to Luke's father.
Yeah, that was quite the moment right there.
Quite the moment.
So with that, we'll go ahead and jump on in. So trade deadline, let's talk. So
Yeah.
big trades that affect the offensive players. Obviously, we have Jeff Wilson
Mhm.
now goes from 49ers to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
I mean, who even are there, right? Like, I had invested so much in Chase Edmonds, whatever his name is,
Or in this league?
or in my other leagues.
Yeah.
And I had him in two. I mean, we're not
You
talking about those.
see that he
but-
got traded.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. So
Well, he's also been asked all year.
all right. Well, let me fill you in on the trades.
So
So
maybe I'm just learning a lot
okay,
of
so Jeff Wilson is now in Miami. So you have Raheem Mostert,
Yeah.
who's I think pretty solid. I tried to trade for him this morning.
I know Crocker loves Raheem.
And Crocker just told me no, and then sent a trade that was very insulting back to me. But I think that's his way of just giving me a middle finger. But that's what happened. But so their backfield was Mostert and then it was Edmonds. But they just shipped Edmonds off to the Broncos.
Oh,
So-
poor fella.
Well, no, because Chase Edmonds I think is actually going to do pretty well with it.
I know, but it's just fun to shit on the Broncos right now.
Yeah, they kind of suck. And then Jeff Wilson now goes to Miami, so he'll be the backup there. So it's actually a better position for Jeff Wilson now because
A very high powered offense.
you have Elijah Mitchell coming back in a couple weeks, and so The backfield with the 49ers will be McCaffrey, Mitchell, and then down in Miami, it's going to be Mostert and then Wilson, which I think is going to be a little bit more of a 1-2.
Yeah.
Because I think they wanted more from Chase Edmonds and he just wasn't able to deliver. So,
Okay.
very
Which-
interesting.
The Dolphins, they just can't have any draft picks anytime soon.
No, I don't know how they have superstars everywhere though. So I guess,
Which I think those are all in the results of trades
yeah.
or trading picks.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, Tariq, at the beginning of the year, I thought he'd be no good. I'm like, Mahomes, it's gonna
And you're
be tough.
downgrading to Tua,
And
and
he's
they have been
been-
awesome.
he's been going off. So,
So there's really what we're trying to say here is we don't know what the fuck we're talking
No,
about,
we-
but we have a podcast, everybody.
we are wrong. We are wrong most of the time. So that's the Jeff Wilson trade, and then Claypool to the Bears. So
Yeah,
that's I think.
which we gotta talk about McCaffrey
Oh, and then McCaffrey, obviously, to the 49ers. How crazy is that?
and Scout went from being okay
To be
to really being very
very
dangerous.
good, because then he also picked up Carolina's backup.
Yeah.
And that was a little bit of a risk,
Which-
which it's Chuba or the other dude,
Yeah.
but it's the other
Which
dude.
I think Chuba, he's hurt right now,
Yeah.
but what's his name? Who's the
I don't even know how
big-
to say it.
yeah.
It's like Deonto or something.
Deontay.
It's, hold on, let me look it up.
Yeah, it's full team. But yeah, that was a crazy game in general. I don't know if we can, I mean, obviously we can't expect that every week from them, but they were really just doing whatever they wanted to the Falcons.
Yeah. And any other trades?
Yeah, there you go.
Let me see. Doe,
Deontay Foreman.
but it's not Deonta, it's Donta. It's Donta Foreman.
I know the apostrophe is like Deonta. Deonta.
Deonta. Okay, sorry, I can't. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, his team just got better.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Naheem Hines just got moved.
Really?
So he's now in Buffalo. So that
What a
impacts
lot.
the backfield of
They add just another piece to their committee.
well, it's interesting because they have James Cook,
Mhm.
who looked pretty good the last game. Then you have Singletary, who I think
Who's been doing really well.
they're doing really well, but now they just threw Hines in there.
Yeah, so they'll all just be doing okay.
So yeah, everyone in that
Everybody
backfield
eats.
just became oblivious.
Everybody eats a Buffalo.
But that also means Jonathan Taylor stock went up, which is great because he's been very bad for me. So
Well, we think that he goes up, but it is also very possible the Colts just aren't very good.
yeah, that
And they
is,
might just try to ride out the rest of the season, get a good draft pick.
yeah, that's I think yeah. I don't
So
know.
who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? So those are the trades. I'm trying to think of any other trades.
Calvin Ridley
Calvin Ridley. Oh my gosh, there
Crazy.
were more trades.
Yeah.
To the Jags.
to the
How do you
Jags.
feel about that being a Falcons fan?
Honestly, I'm okay with it. I think it made it easier that he was an idiot and just kind of threw away a year and a half of football. But I mean, it's good. I think at worst we would get a fourth and a fifth round.
Yeah.
At best, we get a second and a fourth
Okay,
in 23 and 24.
got it.
There's a bunch of stipulations on whether or not he like plays well, whether or not he makes the team, all those different things.
Because then there's also everything around his mental health where he stepped
Yes.
away from the game. So
And then it also came out that he was just gambling football.
yeah, that's part of it. That equation as well. So hard to overlook that.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a huge win for the Jags. Personally,
I think that he will end up playing, so good for him.
yeah,
But I think his time in Atlanta was done, so I'm just glad we got something for him.
really. Oh man, Bears should have picked him up. I'm surprised.
Another waste of talent.
Oh man, I think the Bears have turned things around. I don't believe it. Things are happening. So
They're literally selling all of their like high profile players.
the Bears.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
So-
they're trying to tank this year.
Yes, but what we're doing is it's a new GM and he's totally restructuring where the investment's being put.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, hey, we either are gonna have to spend a ton on a middle linebacker, Roquan Smith,
Mhm.
or we trade him
Mhm.
for something. And then we just kind of reshuffle it. So
Totally.
basically, he's not a believer in investing in certain defensive positions. So he's totally reinvesting that, getting something for it at the same time. So I'm actually a pretty big fan
Yeah.
of the moves, but
I mean, I think those are good news, but they're not gonna like. You can't expect them. No offense, you can't be expecting the Bears to be a winning team at the end of the season.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Since it's not our year, they're like, screw it. Let's
Yeah,
just
that's what you got to do. You got to say fuck it and try to rebuild.
Yeah, so I appreciate they're not deceiving themselves with where they're at. They're like, this isn't our year, let's build for a year in the future. But those are all the trades,
Mhm.
right? Oh, and then
I'm sure we're missing a lot, but
trades in the league.
Mhm.
I think the only trade is still me and Miller.
Yeah, probably.
We need people to do more trades, guys. It's not scary. You just got to do one.
I'm
and
just saying,
get the ball rolling.
from my perspective, as a person who hasn't made a trade yet this year, I am so terrified of looking like an idiot in a trade.
So that it's gonna look like.
But that's the thing. It doesn't have to be like that.
So
You are sending out horrendous trades to everybody, like who's gonna take the bait and look like an idiot?
No, no,
You
not
don't
always.
have to be an idiot. You
Not
just have to
always.
have a decent trade.
I try. I look at the little grade to make sure it's a reasonable.
Yeah, but I don't trust that grade at all. ESPN's
Yeah.
dumb as fuck.
Yeah, I don't trust the grade that much.
Like, no offense to Crocker, he was trying to sell me just like 3 or 4 just very average 6 points a game, 6 point a game guys for Saquon Barkley or somebody. I can't remember who it
Yeah.
was. And I was like, it was like an A- trade. I was like, no fucking way. Why would I ever do that? I can't play all these guys every week to
Yeah.
match the output that Saquon has.
Yeah.
So
But that be a lesson for people who are sending trades. Got to make sure they're reasonable.
yeah, and don't just go off of the grade. I think the grade is literally meaningless.
Yeah. I understand sometimes there's that 2 for 1.
Mhm.
So there's value in a 2 for 1.
Yeah,
but
once it gets to 3 and 4, it's just like and now we gotta drop other people on my bench for
yeah,
this.
I had Miller propose. He wanted Jonathan Taylor.
Mhm.
I think it was for Pickens and it was someone else. That bench.
Pickens.
And he hit the send button, and I'm like, oh, this is what people feel sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, that's not accepted. But hey, I will say, Miller, I appreciate the enthusiasm to try.
And no hate towards Pickens. Pickens, I think is gonna be great, but there's nobody throwing to him.
Yeah, he got 0 points last game.
So
So
it's too inconsistent.
We'll see. But all that to say, looking at the trades in the league,
Mhm.
people, just get a trade going. We got like a week and a half until the trade deadline. So for those teams that like, hey, this is your year, I think we can trade draft picks. So you could in fact mortgage the future by, hey, I'm going to
Now that's
bundle this
interesting.
with next year's second or next year's third. Obviously, be careful. But I think trade should be fun. It should be.
Trade responsibly,
It
everybody.
should be happening more, but it's hard to get a league to be okay with trading. Because like if let's say your QB's on bye, you want to trade for someone,
Mhm.
you should be able to figure that out. So yeah, everyone should send some trades. So we are now in the third segment. Are you ready for the standings update?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so let me share the screen. What the heck?
Desktop
That's top 3. All right, so if we go to the standings, we have. Oh man, it's loading. All right, so the standings, we have group of death where everyone is above 500. So we have.
Because they're playing cupcakes.
Playing cupcakes. Are we pick? Wait, who's the cupcake? That division?
No, your division.
Well,
The division play.
No. You can only win so many games when you're playing in division.
I know, but I'm also just kind of shitting on y'all.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, well, we deserve it a little bit. But we got Scout is technically in the lead. Then we have Butler, then myself, and then Miller, who came back. He's on a 4-game win streak. So all of our league is our little divisions doing well. We got Chaz, which they're doing pretty well too. I think Crocker's team's doing really well.
Mhm.
And then we have
Which Crocker's team got very dangerous because he also just had DeAndre Hopkins in on his bench all season.
I know.
And he has put up, I think, 60 points already in
Yes.
the 2 games he's played.
So-
Also, fuck the Cardinals. They are the most frustrating team to watch, cheer for, bet on, have
Why?
any vested interest in them.
Are you a fan of theirs?
No, I'm not a fan of theirs, but I have Kyler Murray. I like to gamble every once in a while, and I feel like they're always a safe bet because they have like a high-powered offense. But boy, have they just been so shitty.
They're bad.
Yeah,
Very
it's so fucking frustrating.
Yeah, it's been interesting kind of readjusting what teams are good and what teams are bad. Like the Seahawks are supposed to be crap.
They're at the top of their
They're
division.
doing
And
fine.
like the Cardinals, like for 2 years, it seemed like a steady build, and now they've just regressed drastically, even though they've made several moves to become somewhat of a better team. I
Yeah.
thought. Fucking Cliff.
Yeah, crazy. Really weird. Really weird. And then
And Call of Duty just came out, so the rest of their season's just
yeah, they're
shot.
all screwed.
Had to drop that one in there.
And then after Danny, we have Carter, who I think started off 4-0. if I
He
remember.
is on a
40.
severe
Yeah.
decline.
Sometimes, it's just not going your way. And then we have Travis.
Shout out to the titties.
Yeah.
But who did I just demolish.
You defeated
Who did I
You
just
defeated
fuck up?
them.
Who shit did I just kick in?
I told you. I will say your team, it was one of those weeks where things are going your way.
Yeah, whenever Kyle Pitts gets more than one reception, you know it's gonna be a Kyle Pitts,
It's almost put up 20 points.
which matches his season total.
That is crazy. So, I wasn't gonna win. I didn't hit that. I think it's 140 is the number I try and shoot for. But then we got
That cracks me.
the mid division, which is led by Matt, and then we have Reno, Xander, and then Hayden. And so
Hayden got a big one this week.
Hayden got a win. His team went off. He is technically not eliminated yet from the playoffs.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, 30% chance.
everyone still has a chance.
Come on, Hayden.
Hayden,
Ball together, buddy.
we're rooting for you, buddy. So yeah, and that's where everything stands. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams right now that have north of a 50% chance of making the playoffs. But then we have Miller and Carter's team that are just below 50%.
Mhm.
So really everyone still has a chance.
Yeah.
So no one's season's really over yet. So keep on playing your little hearts out. Okay, hold on. What's the next segment? Next
Matchups.
matchup. So we want to look at last week or this week?
Let's just do a quick run through of what happened last week. And then we can look up upcoming matches.
So week 8. All right. So last week, we'll start off with our matchup. We had my team, Lamar Jackson and Lamb. They both did pretty well. Jackson hasn't been really going off like he was initially. Like Lamar was killing it.
I mean, whenever you're getting 25 points from your quarterback, you can.
At a time, there was a time where he was putting up 45 points back to back.
Yeah, but you can't expect that every
was-
single
That was
game.
A marvelous time. So come on, let's get back.
I'm
to
just
it,
happy
guys.
Dak is doing
Dak,
something.
he was looking great, by the way. And
Yes.
I was watching him demolish the Bears, which, by the way, the game was way closer than the score was. But
Loser talk.
no, I promise you, we were looking like 7 points at one point, and then everything just sort of fell apart, which is actually okay. Tank for the higher draft pick,
Yeah.
but Dak
Would you
looked
take
really
a
good.
quarterback?
No, we'll take a wide receiver.
You just got clipped.
Oh, we need more wide
Oh,
receivers.
right.
Yeah, but Justin Fields is the man. And then you got Gibson and Ayuk who all played well. So
And Kyle Pitts 19.
yeah,
Shout out to that
Pitts did
guy.
well. And then, oh man, okay, so the next team, who's that? That's Danny
Yeah.
up against Sander. Tony Pollard.
Jeez.
Oh
dude.
my gosh, and Cook.
Oh my God, 3 running backs over 20 points.
Oh, good luck to anyone playing him. So that's super aggravating. And then Cup went down injured, by the way. So Xander, I'm sorry, your team's just been plagued with injuries. I think it's going to continue. And then Swift, did you hear that they said they gave him too many snaps?
What do you mean?
The head coach
Mhm.
said, hey, we gave DeAndre Swift too many snaps.
They also traded TJ Hawkinson to the Vikings.
Yeah, what the
We didn't
heck?
talk about that.
Yeah, so all of a sudden, that's
I think
probably-
he'll be better on the Vikings, honestly.
yeah, but then does that impact like the wide receiver position? Who's the-
Like the output, Justin Jefferson,
yeah,
surely,
maybe. It's got to. So
but nothing
That's
crazy,
interesting.
obviously.
yeah, but Danny seems to really just destroyed Xander at that time.
Hayden with the 40 points from Kamara.
And oh man,
It was a big
Carter,
week for running backs.
yeah, Carter's team still went off with Henry, and despite that, doesn't even matter. And Murray put up 30 points.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay, good for you, Hayden.
Fight the good fight.
And then yeah, fight the good fight. And then Healing Innovations, which is Butler up against Reno. Wow, Jalen Waddle has just continued to put up points. Kirk Cousins put up 27.
Mhm.
Then Nick Chubb 25. Nick Chubb has been just super
Yeah,
solid
he's
this
a
year.
monster.
Travis, he's good now.
He's good.
ETN, that's what it is. ETN, he's been playing really well. Because what's his face got traded? James Robinson.
Yeah.
So he's got the whole backfield to himself now. Amari Cooper, Tom Brady. Any comments on those guys?
Yeah, Mark Cooper would have more points if, sadly enough, he didn't throw a pick.
Yeah. That's really,
Isn't that
Very
ridiculous?
it was a bad pick.
It
It
was
was really bad. He just throw that out of bounds. And then, oh man.
Yeah. that's a bad
Okay,
one.
this is the close game. So Miller up against Crocker came down to 4 points. Wow, that's
Still riding the Geno Smith train. Let's go, Miller.
yeah. And DJ Moore showing up. DJ Moore was left for dead. And
Which, I mean,
crazy points with Walker.
Yeah, he also, I mean, what was the last play of the game? It was a 50-yard pass for a touchdown.
Oh.
So that's 11 points right there. So,
Yeah,
I mean, that literally just won him the game, just that last play.
yeah, he went off of that crazy play.
Yeah.
So Crocker, that sucks. But DeAndre Hopkins put up 34 points. Crocker's team's gonna be really hard to beat. Let's just be honest. He's got Hopkins, Hill, and then Jamar Chase is injured, and he has Josh Allen. Man, God help us. We are all really up against Crocker. And then the last team, wow, holy crap. The Scouts team put up crazy points, 175 points.
It's tough when your top three guys are all over 30 points.
Yeah. So, man, but Matt's team had AJ Brown.
He was so close to that 140 mark. If he had gotten to 140, he would have won.
Yeah, if you only got to 12 more yards, no, 22 more yards, I think it would have happened. So that was last week. Let's check out this week. We have myself up against Danny.
Come on, Danny, you got this.
So I've got a couple players on bye. I'm really
fuck him up, Danny.
It's not looking good for me. Let me just say that. I'm looking at my team. I'm like, yee. So accept my trade offers to all you people I've been saying trades to.
Oh my God, look at my projected score.
65. What is going on, Travis?
I've got to have so many people on buy this week.
Well, the thing is, see, this is one of those games someone's going to have to win.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Well, yeah.
you know, you're in a decent position. Hey, you might pull out the W, which is.
It's tough that my two top projected scorers are both quarterbacks. I can only play one of them.
That is a problem. So,
I mean, I bet that's for a lot of people.
Yeah, right there. It's for them as well. And then, wow, we got a lot of like same record people playing each other. And then we got no keepers, which is Carter up against Matt. Looks like it'll be relatively close. Yet to place how many people are on bye. So looks like Matt's got a couple people on bye that'll have to navigate. And then, Miller up against Hayden. So Miller, if he wins, I think he's going to be on a 5-game winning streak, which is insane.
Which, let's take a look at Miller's team.
So Miller's team, totally, I feel like people didn't realize that he lost all of his first games in very, very close shootouts. Geno Smith, Nyheim Hines, Jamal Williams, they've both been doing really well. Christian Kirk was a solid pick.
They're both doing well, but neither one of them are starting running backs.
No, but they both get like above 15 points. Like last week, they both got like 12 to 15. I think Jamal Williams got 22 points.
I know, but it's not. What I'm saying is like they'll have a game where they get 22 points. They'll have a game where they get.
Yeah. And then he's got DJ Moore.
Who's good, but had a tough beginning of the season. But now with PJ, going fuck off.
And then he's got Debo and James Conner, who are both out, which sucks. So I mean, I think his team's not too bad. They just gotta get healthy. So I think that'll be a hard team to beat for anyone. So good luck, Hayden. Good luck, Miller. And then we have another battle of some strong players. Scout up against Crocker. I think this is, in my opinion, the number 1, the number 2 team in the league right now. So they got oh no. I wonder if
look at
is McCaffrey out this week? If McCaffrey's out, that's
McCaffrey's out.
McCaffrey's out. Crocker, you lucky son of a gun. Good luck to Scout. But I guess that's good for me if Scout loses, but we'll see. Any comments there?
No.
And then the last one is Xander up against Butler.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. But relatively fair game across the board. So big week.
Huge week. Really will separate
Pivotal.
the boys from the men.
This is it. This is the turning point for many people.
Suddenly.
And
how do you manage your team on bye?
yeah.
How do you do it?
Skill.
It's all about who wants it more.
Yeah. Lots of skill. So good luck to everyone.
Yeah, we send out trades. Maybe we'll see.
Everyone send out trades. Be friendly.
Yeah.
And the last one is right now, let's see. Travis, do you want to do a trade? Let's see. Is there anyone that you would like?
Jesus Christ.
Trade? No.
Oh my God,
Your team is now.
Wait, scroll back up. Dak, Harris,
Oh my
Saquon. Oh my God.
Travis, you're gonna
Melvin Gordon.
You don't have any.
I literally have no running backs. I have Kenyon fucking Drake.
Well, if you need a running back, I have lots. You got Antonio Gibson. So you can start Antonio Gibson and Kenyon Drake. Yeah. That's not great. Johan Dotson. I mean, if you look at my team and feel like, oh man, I got to do something to get through the bye. Here, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 running backs, 5 with Isaiah Pacheco.
I'll trade you next year's first for Jonathan Taylor.
No, you can't do that. I thought about
You
it.
wouldn't take 2 first-round picks. You're not making the playoffs this year.
What do you mean?
I mean, what I said.
I'm tied for first. That my team, I think Kenneth Walker has a legit shot to take me deep. I just need Jonathan Taylor to show up.
Yeah.
So for
Think about it. A first for Jonathan Taylor.
next year's first for Jonathan Taylor. I'm thinking. No, I can't do it. I can't do it live.
Yeah.
Too much
I want you to know this is
pressure.
completely hypothetical. I would never trade you my first round pick for Jonathan Taylor.
Oh. That's not
I'm not throwing away my future, dude.
okay. That's fair. Yeah, if you screw over, well, you can't keep your first rounders, so it's really just like going hard this year. But
Yeah.
all right, all that to say, we'll end with the beef and the babe.
Yeah.
So who's your beef?
Start off, dude. Who's your beef? What's your beef of the week?
So my beef of the week last week, man, it has to be. Let me see, week 8. We go take a deep dive. It's Jonathan Taylor. I mean, without a doubt. He put up, he was expected to score 17.2 points.
Yeah.
He put up 5.6 points. Like, where are these performances of
It's
25 to 30 points that he was the first overall pick?
Yeah.
Everyone said he should be the first overall pick. He just hasn't been doing it. So my beef is definitely with Jonathan Taylor. So I'm just angry for people who want to trade for Jonathan Taylor. Just please make sure there's a first round running back there as well. I'm not going to be very interested in, bundling 2 or 3 wide
Najee for
receivers.
Jonathan.
Oh no, that would be horrible.
I bet Najee has more points this year,
No, he hasn't. Najee's been very bad.
but he's played all the games, I think.
Najee has been so bad. So I don't know what's wrong with him, but
Yeah, he looks pretty lame.
I mean, he has been putting up right around 10 points, but no. I gotta get something good in the camp for Jonathan Taylor, but I'm very
You
excited.
get something good for somebody who's not producing at all.
Yeah.
That's a really good plan.
That's my plan. So that's at least where I'm at for my beef, and then my babe of the week.
Wait, I gotta do my beef.
Oh yeah, who's your beef?
So my beef of the week, I remember I came into this with like a really good one planned, but I don't know what it is now.
So your beef, everyone did well for you.
Yeah, everyone did well for me.
If we're looking at your points.
My beef of the week has got to be, dude, Russia.
Russia.
What are you doing, man? Like, I'm so sick of this war.
Well, it's not.
I'm just so tired of it, man.
Conflict is bad.
Conflict, dude, like, why you gotta be starting wars, man?
I don't know.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah. Are you getting scared about?
I take it back. I think my beef of the week is TikTok.
Whoa, okay. Why?
Fucking China, dude.
What are they doing?
They run TikTok, and TikTok's stealing our information.
Yeah, did you see how they're like monitoring specific people, their whereabouts?
Yeah, which I mean that's a real thing. Let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah.
But I was over at the Joneses with Daddy last night,
Okay.
and Brian went on a spiel about TikTok and how nobody should have it on their phone. Meanwhile,
No.
Catherine is scrolling on TikTok.
On TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh no. No, I've never downloaded TikTok.
I mean, I downloaded it like a couple weeks ago, just like try it out again, and it just is not like it just sucks you in and just throws just shit at you. And I'm like, I can't do this. And then Brian was also like, oh, they're stealing your information every time you buy something online. They're stealing your credit card. And I'm like,
Really?
God, I cannot afford to have my identity stolen.
Yeah. No, that's crazy because I mean we send reels back and forth on Instagram.
This guy is on Instagram.
Yes, it's fun.
He's sending me reels and memes from 2017, and it's killing me.
So you're.
Yeah, he sent me reels in different languages.
Yes.
Crack me up.
My favorite one was the Beetlejuice one. I legitimately cried watching that one. Did you see that one?
Me and will send each other Beetlejuice stuff all the time.
Who is he? How did I miss that this person existed?
He was a huge, which this is just the worst podcasting ever, but he's just like a big personality. He was on the Howard Stern show for a long time, like the early 2000s, and now he's just a guy.
That was crazy. Some of the things that people used to say on live television, it was crazy. So, and then did you see the little people racing camels?
Yes,
That was crazy.
a lot of Facebook content.
Yeah, so all that to say, so that's your
Now your baby week.
my babe of the week, I will have to say is I'll do Darnell Mooney. So he's someone who obviously it's a homer pick being a Bear, but
Totally.
he started off really, really poorly, but he's starting to do a little bit better, and he's kind of carving his role as a wide receiver 3, low end wide receiver 2. So I appreciate that he's making a
He's
comeback.
getting his touches.
Yeah, so I think with Claypool there will actually even increase his
Totally.
touches. So that's my baby of the week. So is there anything else?
My baby of the week.
Oh yeah, your baby of the week. All right, forgive me.
My baby of the week has got to be just the Atlanta Falcons in general.
Oh,
I'm on a big high right now.
wow, I can't believe you guys won that game.
I know. I mean, honestly, we shouldn't have won the game.
Did you watch the game?
No, I watched the highlights afterwards because I was moving.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, crazy game. I just love the Falcons and the mentality they have right now. It's something that they haven't had since, I mean, I can remember, where Arthur Smith, honestly, I didn't really like him at first, but kind of a badass. He's got the offensive lineman, defensive lineman drinking beers after each game. It's great.
Really?
Yeah. Kyle Pitts, he actually scored a touchdown last week. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
Drake London didn't have a great game. Scout knows this, but Drake London's balling.
Yeah,
He's the man. He's gonna be great. I just love the direction of the Falcons right now. Marcus Mariota, nobody's impressed by him.
No.
But I mean, he's getting us where we need to be right now. He's doing what he has to get a dirty dub. Love that.
Yeah.
Hopefully Desmond Ridder will do something and be a decent quarterback in the next couple of years. There's just a lot to look forward to in the Falcons' future, I think.
Yeah, I could see you guys bundling a couple picks and moving up pretty high in the draft because you have a decent thing going.
Yeah.
Or it's like you'll move if a QB drops next year, you'll try and move into the top 8.
Totally.
So they'll be exciting.
Exciting times to be an Atlanta sports fan. Not
So,
really.
so with that, we'll sign off. So this is week
Hey, we're sitting right at 40 minutes. Perfect.
just like we planned.
Just like we
So,
planned.
good luck, everyone. Fight the good fight. Let's go. Fancy. Really.
I love
All right.
you all.
Adios, amigos.